Over the past few years, Californians have faced a huge crisis in the home insurance market. Companies are pulling out of California left and right, leaving Californians with little to no home insurance and leaving them scrambling to protect their assets at the last minute. Hey everyone, I'm Alex Sousa. I'm your local Central Valley realtor. And today we're going to talk about these issues with home insurance and how everyone living in California is being affected by this. So, over the past few years, insurance companies have been leaving California at an alarming rate. A lot of people think it's from the wildfire just recently, but it's actually been an issue for a few years. As a realtor, I see firsthand how challenging it is for some people to get insurance. Fortunately, I'm not in a wildfire area, but I know it's extremely challenging to get home insurance if you are close to a wildfire zone. So the question is, why are all these insurance companies leaving? Well, the answer is because of these wildfire risks. We've had a significant amount of wildfires here in California in the past few years. With these risks come huge rebuilding costs and a lot of regulatory challenges from the state of California. So, especially this recent one in the Palisades and the Eaton fires are just causing these companies not to want to work here because there's simply no return and no profit for the companies. So, for a lot of Southern California residents, the impact of these wildfires and insurance companies leaving are personal and immediate. After all these wildfires, a lot of these insurers have dropped these homeowners coverage if they're in these high risk areas. So, this leaves a lot of families scrambling, trying to find new policies. And a lot of times they can't even find one at all. So, some are forced onto California's state FAIR plan, which offers some basic coverage but doesn't really fully protect them against future wildfires or other foreseen issues. So even a lot of people that were not directly impacted by this that are still in California are seeing their premiums absolutely skyrocket. And in some cases, insurers are outright refusing to renew some of their policies, leaving a lot of people vulnerable. So what exactly is California doing to prevent all these insurance companies leaving our state? Well, the insurance commissioner, Ricardo Laura, has tried to step in, and after the governor declared a state of emergency, Laura issued a 1-year moratorium preventing insurers from canceling or not renewing policies in areas that are affected by wildfires. So these include those zip codes near the Palisades and the Eaton fires. He did also call on these insurance companies to extend their grace periods for the policyholders, giving them a little bit more time to pay their premiums. However, while these measures give very, very temporary relief, it does not solve this greater issue of this shrinking insurance market that we're facing here in California. So basically, not much has been done at this moment. Some experts, though, have suggested a few potential solutions. We'll see if any of these go anywhere given the strict regulatory practices of California. But the first is updating the insurance regulations. So this would allow insurance agencies to price their policies a little bit more accurately based on the risk, depending on the location, and this maybe could encourage some of them to stay in California. Another option is incentivizing mitigation. So offering discounts for homeowners who take further steps to prevent some of these issues, such as fireproofing their homes or creating a defensible space, maybe could reduce the wildfire risk and maybe, again, we don't know for sure, but incentivize these companies to stay in California. And lastly, it's also been suggested to provide state-backed reinsurance. So pretty much creating a reinsurance program could help cover insurers' losses after major disasters, making the market a little bit more stable. Now, if you are worried about your own personal coverage, you can go online and check if your zip code is protected under the state's moratorium at this website listed below, and make sure that you are keeping records of all your belongings and evacuation expenses so you have proof of everything if something were to occur. So at the moment, we're not quite sure here in California what's going to happen with the industry, but I do foresee hopefully some big changes coming to incentivize and encourage a lot of these insurance companies to stay here. We've already seen some really big name companies like State Farm and Allstate pull out of California, and we're hoping to bring them back in. If you do have any questions about this or are curious how you could be impacted if you're planning on becoming a homeowner, please feel free to reach out to me or put your questions in the comments below. Again, I'm Alex Sousa, and thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on this issue and other things going on in the real estate community.